Hey everyone, Chris Shokiki back with another toy review with my second toy review for today, I should say. And it's gonna be on the NECA Ultimate Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 series. And all I gotta say is, wow, NECA cooked with this figure. Now, haven't really watched much of the 2012 Ninja Turtle series since I mostly prefer the 2003 Ninja Turtle series from back then. From 2003. I just said it. But anyway, all I gotta say is this figure's awesome. Obviously not perfect, but still awesome. I mean, just wow. I really wish I had more to say of how awesome this figure is, but we'll just get into it once we continue on. Which, we'll start with his accessories. As you can see right now, he has two of these longer blades that plug into his gauntlets, as well as two of these shorter blades that plug into the middle, which I would put on, but they're kind of I had to take these off and put these in. It comes with two fisted hands that are already on him, two gripping hands, even though he doesn't have anything to grip, and NECA really needs to start putting in the vertical joints here so you can move the hands up and down like how some Marvel Legends figures do it, but instead they have this horizontal hinge. Unless if I got that wrong, and this is the vertical hinge. I don't know. He has two open hands, an alternate teeth gritting head, and a krang, which is pre-posed in a way where I don't know actually. I mean, if you want, you can have him hold it. I guess these are what the hands are for. I mean, if you want Shredder to hold the krang, you could, but I don't know. And he also comes with a cape, which is removable, but I'm going to actually leave it on because it's kind of a challenge to put back on. And it's actually cloth, so that's cool. And, well, he also has a feature where you can actually remove the helmet, like so. You see, that's what it looks like. Here's his head. As you can see, he has a normal closed mouth look, and you see the burnt scarring on him. It kind of reminds me of Two-Face from Batman. And just to show off the heads. Now, I'm actually going to leave this head on. I'm not going to swap the heads because trying to swap the heads is a pain because of how tightly the ball peg is. I was able to swap the heads one time, and I'm not doing that again. I mean, if you want to swap heads, take like a hair dryer, hot water, or a heat gun, heat up the head, pop it off, heat this head up, and just pop it on. If you want to swap heads, don't try to swap them out without heating it up because it's gonna be a pain, and you could potentially break the ball peg. It didn't break on mine, but even then, I'm not gonna swap heads. So Shredder's gonna stick with it. It's gonna be stuck with this head. But yeah, again, NECA cooked with this figure. I'm very happy with it. Like I said, not perfect, but still really great. With very little complaints I have. You know what? I'm actually gonna move all this out of the way because I don't want to end up dropping him. There we go. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna remove the blades here so they're not in the way when I show off articulation. Which these can be a bit of a challenge to put on as well, but I'm just gonna take them off. Straighten them out. But yeah, this figure looks fantastic. And for what little I've seen, mostly scenes from the cartoon, this actually looks really, really accurate to how he looked in the 2012 series. And wow, NECA cooked with this guy. It's really awesome. And they, of course, have the 4 main Ninja Turtles available. I don't have any of them. I saw this guy at my local Target, and I figured, why not? I'll get him. And wow, I'm very happy with this guy. This is really awesome. Again, some minor complaints, but still not bad. But Anyway, for posability, which I'm actually going to remove the helmet to show it off, he has a double ball peg in the head and neck, so you can actually look up about that far, look down about that far. You can head pivot side to side about that far. Of course, he can rotate the head. I mean, you can still rotate his head even with the helmet on, though it's kind of hindered. His arms can move forward and back. They would do a full 360, but his shoulder pads get in the way. And they can swing out to the side that far, which is awesome. He has a pretty tight bicep swivel. Not too tight, but pretty tight. He has double jointed elbows. Or this forearm can rotate. And again, double jointed elbows. But for some reason, the upper joint is tighter than the lower joint. I don't know why. But like I said, his forearm can rotate. All his hands can rotate and move up and down. Or actually, I'll show it like this. They can move up and down. Though I wish the gripping hands had a, roll the dice motion, like a side to side motion or something. And this cape is about to actually come off, so hold on a minute. You know what, actually, screw it. I'm gonna take off the cape. It's held on by these little metal hooks that hook around the little points that connect the shoulder pads. So I'm just gonna take the cape off like so. That's what it looks like. It's nothing too crazy, but that's what it looks like. He has a diaphragm joint that can move side to side. It can crunch back about that far, which is really great if you kind of force it a little bit. But crunching forward, not much crunching forward. I'm about to knock this thing over. But anyway, he has a waist swivel, which is actually not too tight, not too loose. It's smooth. I actually like this. Like, waist swivel works great. His legs can move outward about that far, though due to the rubber overlay, it's kind of hindered. They can move forward about that far, but again, the rubber overlay hinders it a bit. It can move back about that far. I don't know if you can see that. He does have a thigh swivel, though it's kind of hard to see. He does have a thigh swivel. I mean, though it's kind of like the McFarlane issue where the thigh swivel is hindered and you don't even know it's there. Anyway, he has a... How about I knock this over? Sorry. Anyway, he has a double jointed knee that bends in more than 90. Though I kind of wish it bent a bit more. He can rotate at the lower part of the knee. Very squeaky and tight. And he can even rotate at the calf fully. Though again, this thing is really, really tight. I'm probably gonna have to do the, what's it called? The dish soap on toothpick trick. Yeah, a swivel here and a swivel down here. And his feet can move down that far. It can move up about that far. And he has an ankle pivot. So yeah, articulation is actually really great on this guy. He's just a bit hindered in some places. Yeah, I can put the helmet back on. Come on. There we go. But all in all, still a great figure. And before you ask, no, these shoulder pads don't actually move. I thought they could move, but they don't. But yeah, like aside from some joints being a bit tight and squeaky, and the cape, which I will actually bring up right now, has these little hooks that hook around the inner part of the shoulder pads, and they bend pretty easily, so try to like bend them in a way to where they actually hook on better and look more to where the cape can look more, what's the word, more flush against his body. But I mean, it's your, if you have this figure, you could have him with the cape or without it. But yeah, aside from some nitpicks, this figure is still fantastic. And who knows, I might get the 4 Turtles. And if NECA does come out with a 2012 Master Splinter, I'm going to get that too. Again, I'm more of a fan of the Ninja Turtles 2003 series, but still, I don't mind this. But anyway, guys, that's it. See you all next time.